friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and that is my Tataru, my dog Tataru, running, and she has the zoomies. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you find this to be a cozy, happy, comfy, safe little corner for you of YouTube, and that you pick up a crochet project or a knitting project, diamond painting, coloring, whatever it is that you do, whatever makes you happy, and you just hang out with me for a little bit, and I hope that you feel lots of serotonin and just relax for a little bit. And if it's not your first time here, welcome back, my Nomi. I am so glad that you decided to come back today. I love you, and I'm so happy to see you here today. And let's all hang out. I thought we could have a little crochet in chat, so I am working on the cloak for that little Hollow Knight amigurumi. Well, big Hollow Knight amigurumi, because I'm making a larger version. And I thought I would come and hang out and chat with you guys and also talk a little bit about this because it is quite interesting. So to start, this is what it looks like, and it's going to be a little cloak or cape or whatever. Let's see, what do they call it actually? I think cape. Nope, cloak. Okay, they call it a cloak. So this is going to be a cloak. And if I remember to, I will insert a picture of what this piece is supposed to look like as per the design of the pattern. And then this is what mine is looking like right now. So it's really interesting because these stitches are designed to look like knit at the front. So here's what it looks like to kind of give you an idea. And it is a really interesting and cool like technique. So they actually have in the pattern a tutorial or video about this particular like method to making these crochet stitches that look like knit stitch. And I will link that same video in my description in case anyone wants to check it out. I didn't watch it this time, but when I made my last Hollow Knight, the smaller Hollow Knight, I watched it that time because I had no idea what I was doing with this, and it was confusing to read the written instructions and try to do this. So, if you're interested, then there'll be a little video for you, and some of you guys may already know about it. So, I am currently crocheting into the little V's, the little V shapes that point to the right. So it's really interesting because when you're crocheting, typically, see if I can focus it for you. So when you're crocheting, typically you work in the V shape at the top, you know, those two loops at the top. Well, when you're doing this, you alternate. There's like a sequence basically of 3 different rows that you do. You do the sequence of 3 rows and then you start it over again, basically. But I'm currently working, you know, like I'm on this side, so I'm crocheting into this side. And let me show you guys where you crochet into. It's really interesting. Sorry if this is boring for anyone if you're not interested, but I found it to be interesting. So let me show you. So I'm currently crocheting into the V shape that points to the right, which is this. And this is not the top of your stitch. If you'll notice, there's actually a loop. This is so hard to show you guys without my camera being above. If you'll notice, there's actually a loop right here in the front that we're not utilizing. That is actually the other half of the top of the stitch. So you see how we're only in one loop? But we're actually working with this V shape right here that points to the right when it's facing me. But we're only working in currently the front loop of that. So it's actually part of the back of the stitch itself. It's weird. It's weird, I will admit. And so, all of that to say that it's really cool and interesting because it gives you a unique design. But to also say that, remember how I said I wanted to do this pattern again because part of the reason was, anyways, that I struggled a lot with parts of it. And, this was something that I made, I'm not sure when I made it, but it was quite a while ago, several months ago at the very minimum. But sometime during the year last year. Isn't that weird, guys? It's last year now since it's 2023. But somewhere during the year last year, I made my hubby one of these, and I made it with the sport weight yarn that it wanted me to and everything. And I don't normally make my amigurumis in yarn that small, but I actually followed like the pattern, which I just substitute whatever yarn I want to, and I made him a little one. And there were parts of it I really struggled with. For one, I think I was really just struggling with the fact that I was crocheting with such a thin yarn and like a 2.2 crochet hook or something. But then also there were parts of it, like the horns that I talked about in my last video, and this cloak that I really struggled with. And this cloak was one of the things because it's very weird and like not something that I had ever seen before, and not something that I've seen anywhere else since either. It's just like a really interesting technique, I guess. And I love to learn new techniques, but I just like really struggled with it. It was very difficult for me to understand. And I think it's helped a lot now that I have more experience, because I'm definitely not struggling with reading the pattern this time. I know what I'm doing. I didn't have to watch the video or look it up or anything. I was just looking at it like, oh, okay. And I will say it's kind of interesting to realize this, but I think a lot of the difficulty actually lied in me not having the confidence, because I didn't trust myself to read it and interpret it. And I have a tendency to do this with new patterns sometimes, where I don't trust myself to read like something that I'm not familiar with how to do, and trust that I'm interpreting it right. So I think that was a lot of the issue, is that instead of just reading the pattern straight out last time, I think that I was like, that is like so weird. Like, how do I be sure that that's how you do it? I don't have somebody like, you know, a teacher sitting here telling me like, yes, that's the right way to do it. So I was constantly like looking for that reassurance instead of just trying it out and seeing if I could do it. So that would be, I guess, my takeaway from it, and like something to help me going forward in my craft, is to have the confidence in myself to interpret things and to try them and then see if it looks like it's working out. Because I don't have to sit here and like stress out about like, this is like written weirdly. This is new to me. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. Am I doing it right? What if I'm doing it wrong and I mess it all up? Like, just do it, interpret it to the best of my ability, do it and see where it goes. If I'm doing it and it's coming out wrong, then I can like, you know, be a bit flustered and I can do more research or contact the pattern designer or whatever. But I would get in my own head the whole time I was doing it, and like, really, there should have been no reason to, because once I got going, like I said, it's like 3 rows that you basically repeat these 3 rows. The numbers might be slightly different each time, but the technique is basically in 3 rows that you're doing. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, so I thought that was cool, and I am really happy with the fact that, like I was hoping, I feel a lot more confident and capable doing this pattern. I'm working it up a lot quicker. I would have definitely never dreamed to do a crochet and chat on this before. But here I am, and I can handle doing a crochet and chat at the same time. So the other thing, well, I just kind of wanted to chat for one. The other thing though that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned is that Amigurumi Wars has started back up for the month. And if you don't know about Amigurumi Wars, I will have linked in the description box the video for this month over at YOH Crochet, who came up with the idea for Amigurumi Wars, and she's going to be hosting the first month as well. But basically the gist of it is, if you haven't heard of it already, every month there is a different channel that hosts it, and you go to their channel and like see their video about it. And then if you make any amigurumi that month, you send them to their email pictures of your amigurumi, and you let them know whether it was a paid pattern, a free pattern, whatever, who it was by. If you want to, you can send a link, you know, that kind of thing. But you just send pictures of them, and then they give you points for them. So, like, you get I'm not going to go super into it because you should go watch the video over on YOH Crochets. But basically, you can send in pictures of your amigurumi and get points for them. So, each host every month gives out like a prize to somebody who participated that month on their channel. They get like a gift card for Etsy or whatever. And then also, YOH Crochet is doing like a big overarching like contest where you get to earn points and then have a potential to earn like a big prize, and there's going to be like 3 big prizes that everybody is like having a chance in the running throughout the whole year at the end of the year to possibly be winning. So you get like a chance of winning every month from the host of that month, and then a chance overall from YOH Crochet. And I think that the yearly prizes, I think that they might be donated. Some of them might be donated. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but, and I know that she's not 100% sure exactly what she's doing either this year, but she's in the process of figuring that out. But it is returned. It has returned. I know there was a little bit of question of whether it would be able to come back this year. She was needing to find enough people to host each month, and so I'm excited to tell you guys that I'm going to be hosting a month this year. And I just found out about Amigurumi Wars, or really looked into it. I had heard the words Amigurumi Wars, but I didn't know anything about it. And I, whenever I like find out about ongoing things and the year is like halfway over or more, I usually don't look into them because I'm like, if I want to join, I'll join next year. So, last month I found out about it because Sam from Manfa's Makes was hosting, and she talked about it, and I was like, that sounds like a ton of fun. So I went ahead and participated, and sent in my amigurumis last month, and I'm excited to participate this year and send in my, amigurumis to each, host every month and let them, you know, put my name in the list and, you know, accumulate points and all that. It just sounds like such a fun thing to me. So I thought a lot of you guys would be interested in that, so I wanted to let you know about it. It's not my month to host or anything, but I wanted to let you guys know about it because you have all year to participate. It's literally January, so, I mean, we're going to be making these amigurumis anyways, plus it might light a little fire under you to make some more amigurumis, because I know that a lot of you guys had goals this year to make your first amigurumis or to try to make more amigurumis, so what better opportunity, guys? And you can double dip, you know, send in things for my gnome of the month. You can send those gnomes in for amigurumi too, because why not? So, check that out if that is something you're interested in. I will have that linked in the description box below. And we can have fun with that too this year. So I thought that that sounded like so much fun. And I think I have decided I'm not going to jump on a blanket yet. I had briefly talked about how I was thinking about doing one of these blanket blanket crochet alongs that people have going. I'm feeling that itch to start like a mandala-esque blanket, but I also really was looking forward to just kind of doing whatever I wanted to this month, because the last few months of my crochet have been really structured. With holding the 14 days of Yarnoween and then doing the 25 days of Christmas and just like, you know, all the things that I was doing, I felt like everything was really structured and I didn't have as much room to like have that freedom of picking what I wanted to. And not that I didn't have a ton of fun with those, I did, but I would like to have a little bit of freedom for January to just kind of do whatever I feel like each day and not feel like, you know, tied into like something pre-planned. So if I do decide to pick up one of these blanket projects, I'll probably join the party a little late, and that's totally fine. You know, I like to do things at my own pace anyways. So, yeah, I might end up joining in on one. I know some of you guys are doing them. And you can feel free to send those in, for the community spotlight that I'm doing. And I will totally share your guys' progress on your blankets. And if you don't know about the community spotlight, we have decided that we're going to keep doing community spotlight, which was something that I was doing during the 25 days of Christmas, where you could send in pictures of your makes to my email, which is in the description box below. and let me know what name you guys wanted me to use. And then I was sharing your guys' makes in a montage in my video with like music, and I would put like little notes and blurbs or whatever kind of stuff you guys, if you had something you wanted me to share about what you made, or if you didn't, I just said whatever I wanted to say about it. And everybody really liked that. I enjoyed seeing what you guys made. You guys enjoying seeing what each other made. Like, everybody kept saying, like, oh my gosh, I love seeing everybody's makes. So it's been so fun to have everybody come together that doesn't have a channel, that hangs out, you know, in the YouTube streets. Like, we're all friends. We all, you know, want to see what each other's making. And I'm totally down for putting those together and editing them in and getting that up there for you guys. So instead of doing it every day, I'm going to do it on Fridays. So every Friday, I will take all of the pictures you guys have sent me of your makes. Just let me know, like I said, what name you'd like me to use. You know, if you have a YouTube name, that's fine. Just let me know the channel name. Otherwise, let me know what name you like to go by for, you know, me showing your things on YouTube. And I will put them in there. So just put community spotlight or something like that in the subject line so that I know what it's for. And I will be putting those together on Fridays, so we can look forward to that this year. I'm just like super, super excited to be going into this year with you guys. I need to see what my next row is. Okay. I'm just super excited to be going into this year with you guys, and having this like full year ahead of us for YouTube, and for growing, and for getting to know you guys better, for making more friends. Like, YouTube this year has just been crazy for me. I started it out with like no intention of it becoming what it's become, and it has been just like the most crazy experience. I started it out like more planning on I think how a lot of people start their YouTubes out, which was I planned on kind of using it as a visual journal for myself of my makes, to like record what I had made and remember what yarns I used and all that, especially because, you know, we give things away or we sell things or whatever we do. And so I wanted to have the like a good record of it, and I was like, you know what, like a YouTube vlog would be perfect for that. And then it just kind of grew into like I made all these friends, and you guys kept coming back and popping in and being like, hey, I really love watching your videos, and like asking for tutorials and just like all this stuff. So it just became like a whole different thing, and I've started making it like a job basically, where I put a lot of time into it, into filming and editing and making sure that I'm staying on top of getting crochet done, because I won't have content for you guys if I don't, and stuff like that. And it has been just a really good like motivation, like a good motivator. And like a lot of you guys, you know, I struggle with mental health and things like that. So crochet has just been a really good thing for my life in general, but then also making this YouTube channel has been a really good thing. It's really, really helped me, and I love getting to like meet so many like-minded people and other people that are just like wanting to like live their best life and live like a happy life, and like focus on the silver lining, you know, because we have enough things in our life that are like pulling us down and wanting us to focus on the bad. Like, it's easy to focus on the bad, you know, it really is. It's easy to like get stuck on the negative things and the like, why does this all happen to me and stuff like that. But it's harder to focus on that silver lining and to focus on like yes, maybe some things do go badly for me, but like so do a lot of things go good for me, and like it could always be worse. And I know that, you know, sometimes you need to feel those feelings, and you need to take like a moment to just have that pity party, or to like express that you're upset. But then it's not healthy to dwell there, you know? You don't want to dwell there. I spent a lot of time dwelling there in my life, and sometimes life just, your brain just wants to pull you to that place and not let you out of it. And I think that my goal for my channel, and I'm really hoping that that is what my channel is for you guys, is to be this place that is safe and comfortable and happy and upbeat. I don't try to come here with negativity or like those down kind of feelings, I really try to like brush those off my shoulders and drop them at the door. I view my channel like this cozy little corner of YouTube. I try to brush off the negativity, drop the like burdens, and not bring them in when I come in to make a video, because I enter the YouTube channel, I enter the cozy little corner, and I just want to be here and be present with you guys in this moment. Like in this moment, there's no reason to be upset. In this moment, there is nothing to like be afraid of, to be worried about, to be angry about. We're here, we're talking about crochet, we're talking about what we're drinking, we're talking about the weather, we're talking about whatever we want to talk about, and we're doing it in a way that is just like calming and relaxing and exciting. You know, having like a zest for life, having a zest for crochet, having a passion for what we're doing. Because that's like, you know, what I want to surround myself with, and what I want to surround you guys with too, because you need that place to go to, you know, that place that you can go to and feel like everything is okay and feel like everything is good. And to be excited, you know, like you come on, like maybe you're having like an off day and you pop in here, and then by the time you're done with the video, you're like, I am so excited for whatever. Like I'm excited for making this amigurumi. I'm excited for picking up this new shawl pattern. I'm excited for this event we're going to be doing. You know, like I try to do like events and fun things. And I'm going to be having a giveaway for my 1,500 subscribers, which I'm so freaking excited about. But I really hope that this channel is that for you guys. That's what I really want it to be for you guys. And what I'm going to continue to strive, that's like my goal for 2023, is to continue to strive to make this place a happy, cozy, exciting, silver lining kind of place to be. But I hope everybody has a wonderful day and that you guys have enjoyed our little crochet and chat. And I will see you guys all later. I hope you're doing well. I hope your families are doing well. And take care of yourself the best way that you can, guys. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.